Page 92, the Winter Wind. And this thing just looks plain ugly. It's got 16th notes going nuts. However, we'll just take it slowly and carefully, get into it, and see what's going on. Now, because in this case, and a lot of music does this, it's like you're painting a picture. You got wind going, ooh, ooh, and it's cold wind going, ooh, freezing, okay? That's the effect they want to give. A lot of the hands are actually just playing one hand at a time, and they're just kind of playing together. It's like one hand played the whole thing, yeah. So I'm going to talk about this both hands together. It'll shorten the video a little bit, I think. I'll look it over. It's 2 pages long. Treble, bass, clef, 1 flat in the key signature. So it's either an F major or D minor. You can guess with Winter Wind, it's probably more in a minor key than a major, but just check the end. The last few measures were here. We're in D minor and we're in D minor. Do the scales and arpeggios for both. F major and D minor. You know what to do there. I hope by now. I only say it in about every video. 2 4-time signatures. So these 8th note or 16th notes are 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and. These puppies are moving. However, they're not going to move at first. So the first line, they have LH and RH, but when they put everything in one staff, because you notice the top staff is empty, they've taken and stuck everything in one staff. It's like the other staff wasn't there temporarily. It is, but it isn't. Yeah. Well, you can look at the stems of the notes most of the time. Now, you can't rely on it. It depends on the publishers, but a lot of times you can, and in this piece you can. If the stems are going down, the left hand will play it. The stems are going up, the right hand will play it. So here's the first half a beat. It's left hand, and then, so 1 E and a, 1 E and a. If you don't want to be up in here, you can use second finger, because the left hand's only doing the first 2 notes. I hope. Now, measure 9, now we're up here. We got half a beat rest to come up here. Now, these are quarter notes here. Hold them down and lift up on that beat. And then 16th notes. Measure 17, that's a half note. And you can, if you want, play that with 4th finger. Because we're going to come down. I can do 5-2. I can connect them with the hands. Same thing, 4 finger. And up here. You get the idea. You put the hands together. I already did. And then go back over it very slowly and get rid of any hesitations. These 16th notes need to be even all the way through. After that, we add the articulation. This is connected here. You can lift up between each measure here. It's like a new phrase. Measure 10, you get accent. Actually starts measure 9, accent. No accent. And then an accent. And staccato. They're all accented with staccatos in the left hand. And then accent. And make sure you hold the quarter note down at full count. That should all be done together. Here. Measure 18, connect the right hand. Connect the right hand. You can disconnect it if you want, but I recommend connecting it. Then connect this. It's not accented or nothing, but those 4 notes are all connected. It's like one hand played it all. The articulation, and then I had the dynamics. You get little swells where you come up a little bit. We're starting out soft. Now, come back down. And then a crescendo at measure 5, but you're taking like 4 measures to go up a little bit. So each measure, do it a measure at a time, just goes up a hair. So you're soft, now a little louder, a little louder. Now you're moderately loud. Now we're loud. That makes the accented note a very loud note. Come down to moderately loud there at the bottom. Hey, da dee da da. Put it in this one. Again. And then moderately soft. Gradually getting up to loud. They put the dynamics above the staff there because there isn't room between. It's too busy. It doesn't matter where the dynamics are. It applies to all of it. So each group of 4 notes got a little louder. And then you're getting softer. Yeah. So put in the dynamics. And then the speed. Swirling. Think of wind blowing around and the trees blowing and swirling and whatever. About the speed I was going to do, fine. That's fine. You can play it. It says a little faster than that. 92 for a quarter note. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's up to you. It needs to be accurate. So how fast can you play the 16th notes evenly, controlled, accurately? And that'll going to be your swirling for now. It'll be different for different people. Now they've added pedal. So what's the deal with the pedal? Here is for special effect. It blends it together like the wind blows everything all over everywhere. That's sort of what it's about. Now because the notes go so fast, you pretty much got to push the pedal down with the note and then lift it up as you play the note in the next measure. Now you can push the pedal down after and hold it down. You got to lift the pedal up as you play the first note in measure 11 so you get a staccato here. That's basically the pedaling. I guess that's the effect he wanted, so okay, if that's what he wants. Last note at the end has an 8 VB under it, so you go down an octave if you have the note. If you don't, just play the lowest D you have. It's close enough. Let's play this together slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the louds and softs, and I'm not going to do the pedal because you hear the notes better without the pedal, and we're going to go super slow. In fact, I'm going to put the metronome on 8th note, so it's beating 8th notes, but I'll give us 2 quarter note counts to come in. 1 and go and. rest, rest, rest. 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 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and.